So the tip that helped me score better as soon as I put it into practice is to take the trouble out of play. Because I'll be honest, when I was on my quest to get down to single figures and I was playing a lot, I was so focused on hitting pins or going for targets without really factoring in the full picture, looking at, if I'm going to miss this, where's my best miss and where would I maybe blow up if I end up, say, in a greenside bunker, or if I go really long and leave myself in really long, gnarly rough. How could I instead plot my way around to play to what I've practiced in my practice, my swing, my short game, my putting, for example, but also how could I really try and take my trouble, what I'm struggling with, which for me was always greenside bunkers, out of play from the get-go. So this hole, it's a par 3, and it's a prime example. It always plays longer than what we've got. So we've got 170 to a back pin, and the bunkers at the front is guarded by 2 left and right, are 150 to carry them. So I'm always going to take, whether the pin's at the front, the back, the middle or the back on this hole, I'm going to always take a club that is enough to carry 150 uphill and always a little bit into wind. Just because then I know I'm taking that trouble out of play, or at least I'm giving myself the best chance of taking that trouble out of play, those pesky greenside bunkers, and leaving myself, hopefully, on the green, even if it's at the back to a front pin or at the front to a back pin. I give myself a good chance of a 2-putt and move on. So let's see if I can put that tip of take the trouble out of play into action. Felt like a very long swing, but again, I know that's plenty of club. I'm still trying to work on that backswing, but I know I could stand over it feeling confident that I've got the right club that's going to carry the trouble and hopefully get me on the green, then a 2-putt, move on. From back there, I thought I just landed on the front of the green, but we're middle, we're good. Here is our pitch mark. And again, it reaffirms for me that although that club feels long, although I'm very happy with where it's finished, which I'll show you in a second, I know it happily takes that trouble, which this is the top of the bunker, out of play. And it's quite a tight entrance to this green with bunkers on the left and the right. So when you think it's, again, playing a par 3, you want to try and get on the green. I'm just all about taking that trouble out of play, so I'm not having to really try and scramble from the sand. So this is where we finished. I'm happy with that. Give this a little clean, every little helps. Get the little twigs off. Oh, not much in that. I've been really using my feet lately for the aim point, trying to get a good feel of the break. And I know this can be a little bit deceptive, this one. It's definitely coming into, so I'm feeling a little bit more weight in my left foot, which tells me that it's going to go from right to left. Let's just put a good roll on it. Turn. Oh, okay. Not that left to right, a bit more straight than I had there. So that is the core strategy tip that has helped me score better, taking the trouble out of play. And to build on this, what I really like to think about is 2 questions. Where's the trouble? Where's the target? And I almost feel like I'm speaking to an inner caddy or something like that, where I'm really trying to plot my way round, thinking about what I'm playing with that day, what swing I've got with me that day, what shot shape is coming out, but also what am I struggling with in my game? Is it still greenside bunkers, or do I feel pretty confident out of those? I know when we're watching the pros play, they actually like to get into a greenside bunker, which to me just feels completely alien. But because they're confident with them, and maybe they'd rather miss there than somewhere else, they know that actually that might be their target in some places. So it's not necessarily their trouble, but I try and think about what's my trouble and therefore what's my target. So what's the trouble, what's the target on every shot that I'm playing to take that trouble out of play and hopefully give myself the best chance of scoring well. So let me know, what's a core strategy tip that since you've put it into action has really helped your scores? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you there.